Hello future entrepreneurs and CEOs. Congratulations on taking the first step towards a brighter future. I am not really going to go hypey and tell you how this is a magic trick, the Aladdin's lamp, or even the cheat code to success. I am not going to offer any must-know questions to crack an interview either. I am just going to tell you the other side of the story, which no one told me when I was at your place once. What I am going to tell you via this video series is what do interviewers expect from you. Isn't living up to someone's expectations a lot easier when you know what it is that they are expecting from you? Trust me, for these tips, my colleagues and I really had to work hard to expect the knowledge that I am about to share with you. So these are really important, and the first topic in the series about which I will talk about in some time is the absolute basis on which the success of your interview depends, or even your job for that matter of fact. Interviews can be scary. Add to this the emotionless faces of the interviewers. You have absolutely no idea of what's going through their minds. And when you go to interviews, don't expect interviewers to even drop a hint of what they are looking for in candidates. These people have mastered the art of putting forth a poker face through years and years of interviewing. And this is enough to make anyone uncomfortable and start rambling. I have been there once. I know that feeling. I am reminded of this story of a former student of mine who had gone for an interview at a renowned MNC for the managerial position. With a degree from one of the top institutes in the country and a work experience of 2 years, he was confident of cracking the job. In fact, even the interviewer was very receptive towards him. He had even gone to the extent of discussing his expected salary. The next day when he came to me, I asked him what questions were asked at the interview. He really seemed confident and said they asked him the routine questions and then they took off to more of a friendly conversation about his hobbies, etc. There was this one question that the interviewer had asked him, and on the basis of his reply, I told him not to really expect much from the job. The interviewer had asked about his social life and whether he went out a lot with friends. My student had said that no, he didn't go out much and rather stayed at home, mostly studying. On the basis of this very answer, I told him that he should not be expecting much from them. And unfortunately, that is exactly what happened. See, the interviewer knew all along that the best suited candidate for this job would have to be someone who knows how people work, and the best way to get that knowledge is by mingling with people on a regular basis. But still, he never once let it out that this was lacking in the candidate. So, no matter if you are from the management background or want to take up designing as a career, you will at some point of time go for an interview. Even if you plan to freelance, you would absolutely need this interview tips up your sleeve so that you back the deal. So please pay a lot of attention to these tips and do follow them. If you do, I guarantee that you will crack any interview you go to. Coming back to the first topic that I spoke of a few minutes back. The very basis, the first and the most important tip is believe in yourself. Are you thinking that you paid top bucks to hear me go all philosophical? Yup, you did. And yup, this is exactly what will take you from being a candidate to being an employee. Believe in yourself. This is so overused that no one even puts this up as their Facebook status. But trust me, if you understand the power of these 3 words, you can achieve anything you want in life, even that dream job. At this point of time, no matter what skills you have or your abilities or degrees, you need to completely believe that you will get that job. Once you tattoo these words on your heart and base every further thought, plan and action on these foundation words, you are a lot closer to success. But like all sayings, it is easier said than done. How does one believe in oneself? when the economy is being hit hard and people are being laid off and people are being rejected at interviews, or people are being told they don't have the necessary qualifications. Believing in your own self has a lot to do with a positive mindset. No matter what setbacks you have faced in life and no matter the rejections so far, you have to be optimistic about what is about to come. Someone would probably be at this moment saying that, sir, you don't know what I've gone through and what I've faced. You can't just stand there and give me philosophical advice. I only have to say that no, maybe I have no idea what you have gone through, but I do know that at this moment, if you are going to let that affect you, you will not be able to reach the heights of success tomorrow. And this I know. You can't change your past, but you can shape your future the way you want to. When you believe in yourself, it shows, and no employer wants employees who are uncertain and unsure of themselves or their purpose. At least not the top paying companies. No, they don't want people like that at all. I'll pause here and let that sink in.